bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
We are on the campus of Washington State University in Vancouver, where they have a very positive program for seniors. If you're 65 years or older, you can go to school here for free, and a new major, maybe a new hobby. We are joined on Comcast Newsmakers by Paul Evans, and Mr. Evans is the Veterans Policy Advisor for Governor Kulongoski. Thank you very much for being here. Boy, what a task you have ahead of you. I mean, I'm thinking of one thing. When I think of policy, I think of how many women served in Vietnam?
7,500 women served in Vietnam.
How many are serving in the Middle East?
About 185,000 women have served in Iraq and Afghanistan. Yes,
Talking about changing policy.
Yes.
Tell me some of the issues that have arisen because of this.
Well, the war in Iraq and Afghanistan has been a game changer for not only the way that the military fights wars, but the way that veterans live after the wars. We have, because the National Guard and Reserve have played such a major role in this war, it has fundamentally shifted the way in which we know how to treat people. The women serving in Iraq and Afghanistan is one of the major issues, but it is only one of the issues. But we'll focus on that. How does a structure that was designed originally to support the needs of male soldiers transition into a supportive organization that can look at whole family concepts that are necessary now in the current age? And it's been fascinating to go through the process. And the governor in March of this year established the Veteran Services Task Force, and we've spent the last 5 months studying education, employment, healthcare, housing, the environment, and family issues, trying to figure out how government can meet this need. So
let's talk about family issues. Say, you know, in the past, you get a divorce, the wife gets the kids. Mm-hmm. Talk about now what's happening.
We have a number of women soldiers, airmen, sailors that are single moms, and that fundamentally shifts things because the way that the VA was designed never really took the family into account. It was trying to treat the veteran, and those were good policies for their time. But we now live in a world where there are a number more divorces on average than before, and there are a lot of split families, and how you meet that need is significant. One of the things that's important to understand is stresses on families for wartime has always been there. But this particular war, where there's multiple deployments, longer periods of time, and a small constrained military, all that stress goes on the folks that serve.
And you know of what you're speaking, if I can call you Major. Mm-hmm. Major in the Air Guard, you've served 3 tours yourself. Talk about the Guard and the Reservists. You have active, you have veterans. Things are changing there. It's a conundrum that's going on.
It is. In Oregon, and again, not every state is like Oregon, but Oregon does not have an active duty base. We've had 7,000 individual mobilizations since 9/11 of National Guardsmen, about 4,000 reservists. We're sending about 3,000 out the door next year for service in Iraq. That's 14,000, 15,000 families that have been impacted. And the way that it works is that these National Guardsmen are really pulled out of their current reality. They're sent abroad, they come back, and then they try to get back into the normal life. Congress has tried to keep up with programs to help that happen.
But at that point, they're veterans.
But at that point, they're veterans. And there's certain kinds of services that they are entitled to, and certain kind of services they're not, because they're National Guardsmen. I mean, we're trying to navigate that process that originally was designed for the idea that once your service is done, then you're a veteran. But now we have the situation where most of the folks that are in the National Guard today are classified as veterans as well. So they are entitled to certain kinds of services.
Your 27-person team's not only trying to affect what's happening here in Oregon, but also on the federal level.
That's true. We're trying to make recommendations that affect the federal, the state, and the local levels. But on the federal level, we're trying to make sure that the focus is fully funding the VA system and the healthcare system, looking at the transportation issues, which were essential for states that have remote and rural areas, and looking at the whole family concept, so that regardless of whether it's a man or a woman veteran, that we can approach the whole family and help the whole family heal from this experience.
Well, Major, I want to personally thank you for your service, and thank you for being with us on Comcast Newsmakers. For everyone here at the crew, I'm Ken Ackerman. Make it a great day.